Today I have a fun estate sale in Bend, Oregon for you. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Studio Kimberly, where I curate vintage fine art, jewelry, and collectibles. I was so excited for this Bend estate sale because it featured a lot of incredible artwork. And you guys know that's kind of my wheelhouse. So I got everything together, drove on out to Bend, and had a great time there. Most everything that I picked up at the estate sale and some other items that I'm going to share with you today will be available in my online shop at studiokimberly.com. So let's hop into the footage from the Bend estate sale, and I'll meet you back here for the haul. There's a whole lot of this kind of Florentine look. I don't know the name of it, but I bet one of you guys do. There's an entire collection, and there's some that is the painted look and some that is the gilded look. So this one right here is a light fixture. You can see the light bulb goes in right there. That's $200. This one looks to be, oh, it's another light fixture. Wiring in the back, and it's $75. I just don't know the name of this. If you do, put it in the comments down below. So here's another one of those light fixtures. It actually has the bulb in it. This one again is $200. So there's quite the little collection of this. I just don't know what it is. It's not my style of my house, and it's not something that would probably carry in the shop, but I do think it's really interesting and quite pretty. One of the reasons I was interested in this sale is because there's so much beautiful original artwork. This is a watercolor original. You can see it's artist signed over there, and they're asking $45 for it. There are some oils in the front room that are stunning, and they're priced at several $100s, so over my budget, but I do really appreciate the artwork. Here's some pretty needlework pieces in frames. They're $10 each. And then some other little decorative items. Here's a cute little picture. This looks to be handmade. Artist signature right there. They're asking $15 for it. I don't see anything else in this set. I think this is just a one piece. And then right over here, these are cute. These are wood candle holders. They're in great condition. Asking $10 for the set. Really like those. I think the shape is just terrific. Great look. Here's a neat set. These look to be handmade. That's great. Beautiful glaze. Looks like there's 5 in the set. No, 5, 6, 7 in the set. So there's a couple up here as well. I think that's really pretty. This is a great little thing for dessert or some little small item for your guests. Those are pretty. Okay, I just thought this was so funny. Housekeeping in Virginia. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. It's recipes. What else? How fun is this? Lots of old recipes. Oh, I kind of like this. Isn't that fun? So here's calf's head. I don't think I'll be cooking a calf's head. Here's to cure bacon for curing hams. Oh my goodness. Isn't that fun? I kind of like this. I thought somebody would love this. I don't know how much it is, but now I'm really curious and I want to take it home. Here's more different types of dinnerware, dishware. So there's some goblets. These are silver plated. There's 6 in the set. I don't see a price on that. This pedestal bowl looks to be silver plated. Very vintage, very antique actually. That's $45. Oh, and look at, remember these little ashtrays? I thought it's funny. It's a little shoe ashtray made out of brass. Very cute. Look at how fun this is. It's a fish teapot. Isn't that cute? Has a little bamboo handle. Oh, that's so sweet. And then that's where you put the tea inside. I think that's really fun. Very different. I haven't seen anything like that. Have you guys? And then right next to it is another. This is an old ceramic piece. This is the red clay. $20 on that one. Look at this old osterizer. Isn't this fun? Honestly, I remember this from my childhood. That glass pitcher right there. This is an old one. They're asking $15. I'm really curious if it works. It's a great old model. Here's some great old. Is that copper? Looks like that was for wood. It's big. It's probably about 18 inches tall. And it has the porcelain handle. They've got it priced at $65. That's kind of cool if you have a fireplace. You could put the wood in that or kindling. It's a great look. Here is a beautiful handmade ceramic bowl. Doesn't look like much there, but look at the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's artist signed. It's really pretty and it's quite big. Great salad bowl for a large group of people. Isn't that pretty? Very, very nicely done. And this woman was a quilter. So there's lots of this sort of quilted work around the house. There's placemats and just other things everywhere. So here's the quilt closet. You can see this is just a small selection of what they have. And they're priced anywhere from $50 on up to $175, I believe, depending on the size. So quite a variety here.
I really had a great time at that estate sale. You know, it's kind of an interesting proposition to film particularly the first hours of the first day of an estate sale, because it's always really, really crowded. And this was a particularly small house, just crammed full of really, really interesting items. Unfortunately, the artwork that I was looking at for my own home was really priced out of my budget. They really were gallery prices for those pieces of art. So I had to leave them on the wall. But I did find some pretty neat pieces amongst everything. Plus I have some other fun items that I picked up at individual garage sales and yard sales, that sort of thing, that I'm going to share with you. The first piece I want to show you is this gorgeous ceramic piece. I'm sure you're not surprised that I picked up the ceramic piece. Isn't that beautiful? I love, love, love the pattern on this. I love the glaze on this. This is handcrafted, signature on the bottom, but it's really, really hard to read. Isn't that beautiful? I just love this piece. I really do want to keep it for myself, but I think I'll put it up in the shop. So gorgeous handcrafted ceramic piece. I think the real standout features on this piece are that pattern work that the artist did, and then the beautiful glaze that really highlights that pattern work. So love this ceramic vessel, handcrafted pottery. Next up, this is a really fun find from that estate sale. These are two vintage belt buckles. Aren't these great? These are just so very special. These are both very old. This one is nickel with brass detail on the corners, and then that's a natural stone. I believe that's jasper in the middle. Isn't that so very cool? So the fittings are on the back to go ahead and snap that onto your belt. I just really, really love this. And that stone in the middle makes it so very cool. Here's the other one, and that looks to be an agate in the middle. If you know different, let me know. Sometimes I struggle to tell a jasper from an agate, but I'm pretty sure that's an agate. This is a vintage brass belt buckle. Look at the detail on that. Isn't that cool? And then here are the fittings on the back. I really, really love this one. I've been getting into belts lately. I like the tooling of the leather belts, and I like a really, really stunning, unique belt buckle. So I think that's why I was so interested in these. So two vintage belt buckles, loved both of them. I ended up picking up 3 pieces of jewelry. 2 of them are costume, and one of them was kind of masquerading as costume, but it's really, really not. I'll show you that one after the first 2. This one I thought was really, really sweet. This is handcrafted ceramics in this necklace. Can you see the pattern and the design? The hand painted on those ceramic beads. Isn't that cool? I just thought this was really special. Of course, I love that colorway because I'm a turquoise loving person. It has a very vintage clasp on it, you can see right here. So this piece is older. I don't know how old it is. It might even be from the 60s, maybe the 70s. Isn't that pretty? So this is all ceramic beads, and some of these little beads in here look like little birds. Let me know if you can see those as well. And then the painted beads, and then the 3 ceramic blue beads at the bottom. I just thought this was really, really special. The next piece is this glass and gold tone ceramic necklace. This is very vintage. It has the old brass barrel clasp on the back, and these are either glass or stone beads, I can't quite tell, with the gold tone in the middle there. Isn't that pretty? This is just a really, really fun, pretty vintage necklace. And I know that those of you that collect vintage jewelry, this is just such a sweet piece. And then the last piece I picked up, this was masquerading as costume jewelry, but it's actually not. This is a very, very stunning piece. The first thing I want you to look at is just the amount of beads on this piece. It's huge and it's very, very long. It's a unique piece. So here it is in the full length. And what it has right here is a drop at the very end. And then what you do is you take the hook, the clasp hook right here, and you decide where you want that drop to fall. So you decide the length and the style of this necklace. You could actually wrap it a couple of times around your neck if you wanted to. But here is the thing that got overlooked when they were deciding what to price these pieces at the estate sale. That is turquoise and glass and ceramic beads. So the craftsmanship and the materials in this necklace are actually pretty doggone stunning. And I think that this is probably bone as well. Look at the glass on that. Isn't that just beautiful? This is such a unique piece because it's handcrafted. There's probably not another piece out there exactly like this in the world. So here it is on the neck form, and I know it might be a little hard for you to see, but look at those beads. This is such a stunning piece. And then the drop down here, isn't that gorgeous? This is really a unique piece. I'm going to go ahead and put this in an upcoming jewelry haul. So it won't be available in the shop until that jewelry haul comes out. But I wanted you guys to see how amazing and how incredible this piece is. And this is just an example of what you can find when you're really curious and you look at everything and then you stumble across something that is really a one-of-a-kind treasure. Well, that's what I picked up from the estate sale. Now I want to show you a few fun things that I've picked up along the way. And I want to start with something that is so stinking cute. I picked up these sweet little ring holders. And you're probably looking at that saying, what on earth do you have in your hand? They're a collection of little metal animal ring holders, and you put the rings right here on their long little tail. So this little guy is a Scotty dog. How cute is that? I just loved these. There's another one and I'm keeping it for myself. It's downstairs in my bedroom on my dresser. Here's a swan, and you put the rings down the neck of the swan. This one is silver tone. Aren't these so stinking cute? I just loved them. And this one, this is a silver cat. The one that I'm keeping is like this, only in gold tone, and it has little rhinestone eyes. So here's a little silver tone cat with a little long tail for your rings. And then here is a silver tone little Scotty dog. I love these. So 4 little ring holders. These will be up in the shop. Next up, this is a collector's item. So it's not going to be for everyone. This is a vintage brass wine opener from Italy, and it's marked Italy. These are collector's items. You can find them. They're a little pricey, so this is going to be a little pricey. But if you love this sort of thing, this is a great representation. So this is your standard wine opener. You know, you put it in the bottle, pull up the cork, only it's very vintage, very brass, and marked from Italy. I love this one. How can you pass this up? This is just too good. Next, look at this. How cool is this? This is a jewelry box, a small jewelry box made of bone. This is antique, in really, really good condition. And then it has the brass fitting on the front. And then you open it up and it's really clean inside. It has that kind of, oh, it's not quite velvet, but something similar to velvet on the inside. I just thought this was really beautiful. It's in great condition. Snaps down on the front. So beautiful bone trinket box or jewelry case. And last up, this is the original Neiman Marcus box, and I would bet that this is from the 60s or the 70s. I picked this set up at another estate sale and forgot to show you guys. Inside is a collection of 6 sterling plated butter forks. Aren't those beautiful? So here is one of the little butter knives. Aren't those sweet? Detail on the end, just really, really pretty set. Excellent condition. And it will come in the original box from Neiman Marcus. Well, that's what I have for you today from my fun, arty estate sale in Bend. I had a great time there, and the people were just super, super nice, and some other goodies that I've picked up along the way. Everything that I've showed you today will be available in my online shop at studiokimberly.com, and I'll have that listed in the description box down below. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Studio Kimberly, where I curate vintage, fine art, collectibles, and lots of jewelry. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.